can play.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
My name is Will Upchurch. I am from Dublin, Ireland, and I've been playing air hockey for 36 years. I will tell you, the last few years, I've been leading a life of adventure. I like to compose music, and I do a lot of writing and thinking in my spare time. I like to seek experiences, sensations, and just new ways of connecting with other people and places in the world. I think the mythical ability that people will say that I was most known for is an intense, short-term burst of focus that allows me to not only control the flow of the game, but to control my opponent's understanding of the flow of the game. I think a lot of people would call that a Juggernaut run.
A Juggernaut run indeed. We saw some of that when he played his first round match. Will Upchurch from Dublin, Ireland. He is ranked 44 by the United States Air Hockey Association. I'd say it's a little low, but that's just because that was how he finished out at the last Worlds, where he kind of showed up and hadn't been playing for a while. His MIDIC is 2,057. He has 4 major titles. He's a righty, 6'2", and he's got long old arms, 76-inch wingspan. What do you think, Danny?
Will is an absolute beast on the table. It showed in his last match, playing Jacob Weissman. And you can't count Will out.
No.
He is all about, explosiveness. He's all about getting in that zen moment and just letting it flow. And he feeds off of just hitting one amazing shot after another.
Yes.
But he's got himself a little task here. Another giant in the sport, the bus, coming up.
Absolutely. Let's learn a little bit about Vince Sauceda.
Why, hello there, gang. My name is Vince Sauceda. I'm from San Antonio, Texas, and I've been playing air hockey since the 1900s. What do I like to do when I'm not playing air hockey? Well, air hockey brings me joy and happiness and great memories, so that's what I try to fill my life with when I'm not playing air hockey. Joy, happiness, and great memories by way of my family, my friends, folks who are appreciative. I like to travel. I like to play piano. I like to listen to music. I like to go to events and concerts and stuff like that. Try different restaurants, different foods. I'm all over the place. I'm just a happy-go-lucky, young at heart competitive junkie, and I am here today for the dopamine and adrenaline. What's something else I'm passionate about if air hockey weren't in the picture? Definitely piano. Yeah, I'm self-taught over 20 years. I just enjoy making pleasing sounds for the eardrums with my piano. What mythological ability am I going to be best known for? Well, I think the majority of folks will say my offense, because it's slow, it's methodical, it's effective, efficient, and it's anxiety-inducing.
Well, that is quite a character, Vince Sauceda. He's ranked number 2 by the United States Air Hockey Association. He's been that way. He's been ranked number 2 a lot of times. And he's a MIDIC rating is 2348. He's got 4 major titles, 6'3", 77-inch wingspan. And we've brought together 4 current greats in the sport, champions in the sport. And then we've brought back 4 previous champions, guys that competed for years and years, but they've been, they've somewhat retired. Can these older guys come back and take out the younger ones? That's kind of what we're doing. What do you think so far about the Showdown, Danny?
It's been amazing, Tim. We've seen glimpses from, like I said, from every one of these guys of what they're all about. Jose taking out Colin Cummings in the first match of the day.
Amazing.
Unreal for that to take place. I mean, no one's seen the speed that Jose actually has in a long time, and for him to go toe-to-toe with Colin Cummings, arguably the 2 fastest players the sport's ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And it was amazing to watch. It went Game 5, and they didn't disappoint.
Oh, it was amazing.
And, we've got, still both of those guys in the tournament. They're both in the losers bracket for this now, because we just saw Jose lose to Billy Stubbs. Billy playing out of his mind.
Some of the best air hockey he's seen. I would dare say that Billy Stubbs is playing on a level comparable to 2012. I mean, he's really playing great. So let's go down to table side and see what happens in this match.
All right, Vince with a face-off win.
Yeah, you did a little thing where you just tap it off the other mallet.
Yep.
Nice cross.
Great cross straight to open it up, yeah. Little transition, right wall over by Will.
I think that's Will's one of his superpowers.
He loves
is
that.
The transition over.
Yep.
I think he maybe learned it from Mark Robbins.
Yes. Mark Robbins, the other
Great transition
lefty in the sport as well.
Yeah.
2-time world champion. It's 1-1. All right, Vince holds on to that possession. Had him frozen there for his left wall under that Vince just hit.
Oh, good snag.
Yeah.
And again, well, not again.
Consistently.
Yes, consistently. Vince snags pucks that way. He'll move out ahead of it, understanding intuitively where the puck is going to be, so he gets there before it goes.
Tried the left wall over. I love that. I love that release that Will just used, and looked like Vince was there, but again, transition, bank, right bank from Will, 2-2. A little interference there from Will, was able to get him that puck back, but Vince does maintain possession now.
Vince's cross goes wide. He showed cross and tried to touch cut it.
Yeah, another right wall over from Will. Close to the rail, too, where he's hitting those. A little too rushed. I guess he must have touched it. Vince gave it up. We love the integrity within our sport. And I love what Vince is doing here. You know, he's taking his time. He doesn't want that kind of stuff to happen. Wow.
Will's like, I did not fly 5,000 miles to not give it everything on the table.
That's right. That's right.
Oh,
nice.
Still good.
Yep. Kept it gliding. Ooh,
Wow.
beautiful touch shot.
Wow.
Off the table. 5-2. Right. Play.
Well enforced error by Vince.
Oh,
So-
he went for the left wall over.
Yep.
Got to go back to the tried and true.
Definitely love that. I don't see like panic in Vince's game right now. I mean, that,
No.
you know, he's down 5-2, but taking his time, making good
Yeah.
shots.
Well, it's sort of his calling card.
Yeah, yeah.
8.2.
6-2. Will just continues to attack with transition.
It's almost like Will has gone back in time. I mean, he's moving super fast. Ooh, well, I said that, and then he missed a
Yeah,
relatively
yeah.
slow shot.
You just need to talk about how horrible Will is,
Yeah.
and he'll do wonderful. Try to left wall over a little all speed, but Vince was all over that.
Nice.
Beautiful cut, straight
Yeah. Just
from the lefty. Oh, look at that. Pulled it out. Made a quick, cut shot.
Okay. Guess we had the score a little off, but yeah.
Yeah, 7-3, I think.
Wow.
Big game there for Will starting off this match.
Absolutely. He's starting off this match the way he started Game 3 against Jacob Weissman in his previous match, where it looks like he has decided, I'm just throwing caution to the wind. I'm just going to play like there's no tomorrow and shoot whatever happens. Like I mean, the way he used to play, which is just
reckless abandon.
Reckless abandon, right?
Reckless abandon,
because he can hit a puck so fast with just some small little motion with his wrist.
Yep.
It doesn't matter where the puck is on the table. He can make something happen.
Yep. And that's exactly what he did right there. I mean, I think the majority of those points were all quick transition, lots of overs. You know, Vince has got to be ready for that. He's got to anticipate that's going to happen the second that puck gets in the air outside the goal,
right,
or the table rather.
Right.
So, yeah, huge win for Will, taking that 1-0 lead.
Yeah, but it would be interesting to see what attack Vince starts throwing at him.
No, well, I think it's more of his defense. So, like, I think his attack was fine. He's just got to D up Will.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and yes, Vince, you know, at the last showdown, I believe, or actually it was the last challenge match, he ran into some hamstring issues and whatnot. You know, when you have lower back issues like he does, sometimes you overcompensate, and it's real easy to pull a hamstring. Don't know if that's affecting him at this point. But.
Yeah, uncertain. I know that he was talking a little bit about lower back pain, so that could be an issue too.
Yeah, the challenge match is a little more of a physical, grueling experience. It's the best of 7 sets, where each set is the best of 7 games. That's the kind of the default format. There are other formats, little shorter ones, but that's kind of the main go-to for most air hockey players.
1-0.
Little flub in.
Yeah.
It's interesting. So Vince gets the puck, he slows it down. Will gets the puck, he tries to speed it up. Who's going to play at the other person's pace?
Yep.
I think that's a big thing in air hockey, and if you start playing your opponent's pace, a lot of times they end up winning.
Yep. And it's a huge thing, because I mean, if you're allowing your opponent to play at the pace they want, their muscle memory is actually benefits from that.
Exactly, like what Will's doing here, like just snapping from anywhere on the table, snapping that puck.
Yep, he's used to that. Vince is not. So, you know, it's totally to Will's advantage to do that. Whereas this right here is totally in Vince's favor, where he slows it down. Tries to put the Juggernaut to sleep.
Yeah.
Nice cross straight. Very nice shot. 2-0 now, Vince. Cross straight of Will's there. Very nice as well.
Nice answer.
Yep. I always thought Will had kind of an underrated cross straight. You know, never got enough credit for how good it really is.
For a charge, misses.
Cross again.
Time is called.
Good timeout.
Needed
Good timeout. Yeah.
Needed timeout.
Reset your head. Get some focus.
Yeah. Vince has a little grin on his face right now.
Ready?
I think he feels, all right, I got that shot. So we'll see how often he goes back to it.
Going for the over. Vince was right there. That's the classic Will finishing your shot.
So now he goes back to a cut straight. knowing in his wheelhouse he still has that cross he can go to. So he's hitting other shots just to see. There's the left wall or right wall bank.
Point two.
No flub in. Game point 2 for Vince. Taking his time and getting the puck out onto the table.
He's trying to be as slow and methodical as possible.
That's it.
Off the table, play Will. Ready? 6-2. Ready, play. Play.
Good get to maintain possession from Vince. So when you're ready defensively for what Will's doing there, and you catch that puck and you just slow it down right away, that has like a really major effect, I think, on Will and his offense.
Right.
Good charge.
Ready?
I know I said it,
Point two.
but I said it. Good charge.
Play.
That's good charge.
Good block by Will.
Yeah,
And
right. That was good transition there. Right wall.
Oh,
No.
gosh. That's what I'm talking about. You wouldn't think a shot would be coming, but it's coming.
Yep. Cross straight.
Yeah.
One
that
game
was sort of
apiece.
So Vince basically took charge in that game and imposed his will, so to speak. And I feel like that Will slowed down. It's hard to keep up that intensity and that motion for game after game. And I wonder if after that first game he may have had a slight adrenaline dump.
No doubts, but I'd say it's hard to keep up that passion, that aggressiveness when your opponent just doesn't give you the puck.
Sure. They slow it down.
He slows it down to the point where he's hitting these shots. Every one of them's like a delayed release.
Yeah.
It's an efficient shot. When I say efficient, it's a shot that you hit, and most of the time, if you miss, it comes back to you. So you're constantly building up that possession time over and over and over, and eventually you kind of almost go to sleep.
Right. So what do you do on defense? Because the offense is dictating. What are you going to do?
Yeah. So the only way to do that for me has always been you have to match that intensity defensively. So in other words, you have to take away those shots that are working, those straight shots. He's kidding you with that cross, right? So you just got to be ready for it. And then when you get it, you hold on to it.
Okay.
And then you build up some time of your own, right? And it doesn't necessarily have to be fast attack. You can take your time and then speed it up. Kind of go back and forth. Keep your opponent
One
off
game
balance.
Yeah.
First comes ready.
All right. Another face-off here.
My release.
Barely missed it.
Yeah. Going for a little right wall under. Showing that cut straight.
He's doing the same thing he did last game.
Yeah.
1-0.
Yeah. That was a cadence play. It's
Yeah.
really well done.
It's like surprise. I have
Yeah.
a quick right wall under also, or left wall under.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah.
Mm,
2-0.
yeah.
Oh.
So I think what ends up happening, you can see it in Will's stance. He's not leaning as forward as much. He's not ready to go out and get him as quickly, and it just over time, he's standing a little more straight up, and that affects what he's doing defensively and it affects his offense as well.
It's almost like Will wants something to start happening. He's like antsy. Just get that puck moving around the table, please.
Yes.
4-0.
It's kind of like when boxers want to fight somebody like Mayweather, who's just he'll box you real quick and then back away and play defense really quick and not let you do anything. You know, so constantly never gives you a shot to go at him.
Time is called.
Commanding lead
5-0.
here. Yep. 5-0.
Timeout by Will. Can he summon up some of
10
that
seconds. Are you ready?
zen
And play.
Yep.
and just be in the moment? Get some transitions.
Game point. 0.
Yeah, and it may take doing something kind of what Will's, I think, started to do there. That's our first
That's
7-0.
the first 7-0 in the history of the Showdown, I believe.
Wow.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty certain that that's the first
Oof.
skunk that has ever happened at the Showdown. And Vince Sauceda is the, I guess, the recipient. He's not the recipient. He's the giver.
He's the giver.
And,
He's the giver of that skunk.
Yes, and Will has
Definitely
been
gave
the
it.
taker. He did.
Yeah. Wow. So methodical approach again,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
textbook, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got somebody that's got that kind of quickness and power, and you know they thrive off of that speed, and you just slow it down. It's almost like an old Jesse Dowdy attack, you know, something you see in the old vintage, you know, footage of air hockey. You know, just coming up and hitting a real slow, methodical type attack. You know, straight, cut, or you know, bank around every now and then. You know, just bring your guy to sleep. You know, you put your opponent to sleep. But now he's got a very strong 2-1 lead over Will.
Yes. And
All
we
right.
have a chant.
I love
Chant of Juggernaut.
Yeah, Will's trying to get that adrenaline up. It'll certainly help him.
Mm-hmm.
I think he needs to. A little additional time may help,
Mm-hmm.
you know, kind of get Vince out of his mode as well, maybe.
Sure. Or get his mental focus to lapse a little bit.
Yep.
Like it's like he's got searing focus on what he wants to do and how he's going to do it.
Yep.
Time.
I have a
All right.
feeling that the extra time won't hurt.
Game
Vince, though.
4.
I think he's going to go right back. And it's going to be up to Will to manifest.
Correct. That's correct. As it should be.
Flip it.
He
Ready?
pulled that one out. Good job by Will. Okay, I'm liking this. He needs to just play with that puck for a little bit.
Absolutely. Get your
Yeah,
rhythm. Get
yeah.
your rhythm.
Get that rhythm going.
Yeah, and if you need to go back and forth on your side to do it, great.
1-0.
He's got to have that discipline, though, defensively there. He's pulling back when Vince shows that straight. Can't rush it right now.
0.
Yeah, it's a clinic right now. That might be, geez, what, 10
That's-
points in a row maybe?
It's 9 so far.
9? Okay.
Maybe, who knows
Right.
the last game.
2-1.
Well,
Okay.
Vince won that last game, so
Yeah.
I think it was, no, until now. There's
Yeah.
a point.
That
by
was a
Will.
lot of points. That's
Lot.
what we know.
Yes.
In a row. And Will's able to stem the bleeding, put a tourniquet on it.
Yes. Another cross
3-1.
straight.
Cross.
Will's got to stay out and have that discipline.
And that's the kind of stuff that he's going to have to do.
Yep.
He's going to have to hit those shots from times and areas on the table when no one else is used to seeing it. Early charge.
Yeah.
That's a sort of a charge of desperation.
Yeah.
I mean, charging, you really want to time it until the very moment it's about to get hit.
Yeah, it's becomes a bit of a disease. So I mean, he charged a bank right there, and
Yeah.
Vince basically just watched.
Off the table.
It looked like Vince was just trying to do like kind of a medium speed, left all over.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Yep,
I like that.
yep, yep.
Just get a little
4-3.
jiggy, so to
Yep.
speak.
There you go.
Now
That's what we need to see
that's-
from Will.
Yeah, that's
Oh no,
it's
not
all right
that, not that
though.
part.
I mean, I think he's got to just stick with it.
Yep, I agree.
Play.
Yeah. Oh, stay with it though. Good transition by
Yeah,
Vince.
and Will's just so centered, and I'm sorry, Vince is so centered. He's able to redirect.
Yep. Another good get by Vince.
Yeah.
Match point
Great
3.
release.
Yeah.
Match
yeah.
point 3.
Play.
All right. See if he goes back to the left all over. He went to it. Cross straight maybe.
Mm-hmm. Will thought the same.
Yep. There you go, Will. Good block. See, we want Will to push this.
Time is called.
Good timeout by Vince.
Yeah.
I think deep down, Vince might want Will to push it too, but I think he called that timeout to say, I better not tempt that fate.
10 seconds.
He is the Juggernaut for a reason. Once he gets on that roll, watch out.
You ready? Ready?
Here
Play.
we go. That was a better time charge. Oh, there you go. Cross straight by Will.
Great block.
Yeah. Goodness. Yeah, just when we thought we were going to see a run, Vince closes the door.
Wow. Yeah, just a great match by Vince. He determined what he wanted to do, and he kept doing it.
Yeah, totally
You
took
know?
control after the first game, and yeah, just took us all on that bus ride he's so famous for.
Absolutely. Let's hear from
Let's
him.
get Vince over here and see what he has to say.
All right. Vince Sauceda, excellent once again.
Thank you.
We were talking about it. It looked like you determined what you were going to do, and then you did it.
Yeah. That first game was feeling out because I've never played Will competitively. He's, I know that he likes to transition, do a lot of pot shots, and they just caught me off guard. Very accurate, very fast.
Yeah.
And settled down in the second game, and I just ran with what I found that worked.
Yeah, absolutely. And you ended up scoring 7-0, which we're pretty certain. We got to go back to the stats. We're pretty certain that's the first skunk in Showdown history.
Hey.
So congratulations
Thanks.
on
Yeah, I'll
that.
take it, yeah.
And not only that, I'm pretty sure you scored maybe 10 shots in a row totally, all together.
Right.
So there was a dominant section of there, and it looked like Will sort of just slowed down some.
Right. Yeah. I could tell that my style was like just draining his energy, and I could feel it.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
normally he's all hyped and like,
Right.
yelling and stuff, and he
Right.
he knew a lot of that.
Yeah.
That was part of my game plan to just.
Well done. Well
Yeah.
done. Okay, so now you're going to go up against Billy Stubbs in the winners of the winners side. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah. Me and Billy, we've played plenty of matches in the past, and they've all been close.
Yeah.
So we're going to see he's playing really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. All right, well,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Yeah, thank
and
you,
we will
sir.
see you at the next one.
All right, appreciate
Well
it.
done.
Thank you.